Okay, hi, it's me again. I'm being a bit quiet because it's late again, and I don't want to wake anybody up, but I didn't want to hide in my little bathroom downstairs. So I'm in the office, but anyway, I hope you can hear me. Um, yeah, I'm feeling a bit sick today. I think I'm coming down with something, so I'm not 100%. But anyway, I still had a few things to say. This morning I woke up and in the our 365 days accountability group, Jang had written a lovely post about why he's doing this and sort of what he wants to achieve and why he wants to do it. And it was very motivating and encouraging. And thank you, Jang, if you see me, because I really felt you cared about us as well and about all of us succeeding. And I really hope you're going to make a great success of this. I know. But then I all day I was thinking, yeah, why do I want to do this? Why am I building this business online? Why am I following what we were told in the One Funnel Away challenge? I'm trying to go out there, finding my voice, doing these Facebook lives, trying to sort out what I really want to do. And I realized that, well, there's a lot of whys. There's so many whys. I could speak for an hour, but I won't. But one of the big whys for me um, is to achieve some kind of freedom. I would like to be able to earn a living wherever we live and wherever we go. Um, Rightly or wrongly, I feel very threatened where we live. Um, I feel very, very strongly that the choice to home educate our children is a fundamental human right, and that no one from the state should be allowed to decide otherwise. And I feel very strongly, in fact, that the state should not be allowed to interfere in any way with the way we bring up our children, with the way we decide that they are going to receive their education, unless, of course, they suspected us from some form of abuse, or obviously, then not only the state but every citizen would have a duty to protect them, to protect our children from that. But um, I feel that the state has to have a position of trust towards citizens. They can't go around and assume the worst. They have to trust people to do the right thing with their children. And I feel that here in Switzerland, it's there is a huge amount of mistrust, distrust, I think is the word, towards parents who decide to homeschool. There are very, very few of us, and it's seen as something strange, it's seen as something weird, it's seen by many as something dangerous. And they are trying to make it more difficult. In some areas of Switzerland it's illegal, in some areas it's very difficult to obtain an authorization. You have to ask, and it's very difficult. In some areas it's not so difficult to obtain an authorization, but it's very controlled. Where we live, it's not so controlled yet, but they are changing the law and tightening it up. And I feel very, very angry about this, and very, yeah, very very threatened, really, because there is no way I'm having people who know nothing about my children, who know nothing about our family, come into my home, our home, and tell us, what to do with our children. Um, we have our eldest son who's doing extremely well, and he had a difficult school path. He went to school for until he was 11, and then we took him out, and it was difficult. He has a lot of learning difficulties, and we were told when we were inspected, when because an inspector comes every year to check up on our work, and we were told several times that it was worrying, that he didn't have the right level. And again, I was telling you yesterday how, in spite of everything, I always managed to do the things I believe in, even if, well, no matter what people say or think. So we always, fortunately, my husband backs me up with this, and with our son, we always believed that we were doing the right thing. We were doing what was best for our son, even though he seemed to be behind academically, and some things were not, what the authorities felt we should be doing with him. But we trusted that we knew our son better than anyone else on this planet, because we've been with him from the first, from the minute he was conceived, and that we were going to trust what we felt was right for him. And we went on and we did that. And he he's just doing so well. It's unbelievable. He's doing what he wanted to do. He's making us proud. His employees are incredibly happy with him. He's in a very difficult, he's doing something very difficult, very challenging. Some things are really hard, but he's really managing and succeeding. And this just gives me so much confidence in what we're doing. And I think, looking back, had I listened to the authorities and to all these experts who thought they knew better than us, I would, yeah, then we would have done things differently, and it wouldn't have been so good for him. So, all this to say that I am convinced we are doing the right thing with our children. And no way am I going to have the state come and tell me that they know better. But this is kind of what we're facing. We're facing a change in the regulations, and we're facing a system where we will have to justify more, explain more of what we're doing, and yeah, explain ourselves all the time. I do not want to explain myself. I know that I am doing the right thing. I never had to explain to the authorities that I was doing a good job when the first few years, when my children learned to walk and talk and feed themselves. And I never had to explain. I never had anybody come in my home and say, are you sure you're giving them the right food? Are you sure they're going to learn to walk? Are you sure they're learning to talk properly? Nobody asked me. We were trusted. And in my opinion is that education is no different. So you can probably tell it makes me very angry that these changes are ahead of us, and it makes me feel threatened. Hey, Zach, hi. It's so nice to see you. Hey, that is so cool. I'm so pleased. I'm just explaining how I get annoyed that they want to make the law on homeschooling much tighter in where I live. And this is one of the reasons why I really, really want to make this online business work, because I want to be able to earn a living wherever we go if we have to leave this country. So it's a very yeah, it's a big why for me, you know. So yeah, I think this is basically what I was saying, and I was coming to the end of what I was saying, that I just feel very strongly about this. I'm not going to have anybody tell me what I have to do, how, yeah, what I can or cannot do with my children, and how I should do it. And I feel that, yes, we just need, with my husband, to have a way of earning a living wherever we go. Because if the state starts interfering too much with how we um, home educate, how we raise our children, then we're just going to leave this country. So it's a good reason for doing what I do, I guess. And I've already talked for 10 minutes, Zach, so I'm actually going to stop now. But it's so nice of you to drop by. Thank you. And I'll see everybody tomorrow. Good night. Bye. Well, it's good night for me, but good night for good day for the others. Bye.